Hi everyone, it's Hannah or Lambency and welcome back to another doll customization video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made Stevonnie from Steven Universe. This is part of a series of Steven Universe revamps I'm doing since a lot of my old Steven Universe doll videos got taken down by YouTube because of music copyright issues. My old Stevonnie from 2018 actually is still up on my channel, not sure for how long, but I decided I wanted to do a Stevonnie revamp anyway because I wanted to do their outfit from Steven Universe Future. This is their roller skating outfit from the episode. I think it's called Bismuth Casual. Love that episode. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cute, so I have nothing else to say. Let's get started. So here is my old Stevonnie doll. I was originally going to completely redo this doll, but later I decided I wanted a completely new body and face since I didn't like how this body didn't match with the Ever After High bodies of my other Steven Universe dolls, and also I just wasn't really a fan of the face mold. Anyway, I modified this Ever After High body by first carving away around the joints using an X-Acto knife to make room for the epoxy sculpt I'm going to add to make this body not so skinny. This is so the limbs will still be able to bend at the joints. This is a technique I learned from Dreamy Cat Dolls on Instagram, which I will link below. Once a good amount of plastic was carved away, I added epoxy sculpt to the body to make it more like Stevonnie's body type. I sanded the clay where their body will be showing, but as you can see, I didn't really bother much with the arms or thighs since it'll be covered with clothes. That's just laziness on my part because sanding it by hand takes so long. Next, I painted the body to Stevonnie's skin tone. For Stevonnie's head, I'm using Briar Beauty from Ever After High. I wiped the face clean with acetone nail polish remover and then prepped the face for the soft pastels and watercolor pencils with Mr. Super Clear. As you can see, Stevonnie has hair here, just ignore it because I hated how it turned out and I ended up ripping it out later and changing it to yarn hair instead. First, I darkened the skin tone of the face using soft pastels. I sprayed the face with Mr. Super Clear again, and once dry, I got to work on drawing the face. I say this a lot, but it's really important to use Mr. Super Clear or some other kind of sealant between each layer. It helps make everything more vibrant and less flat looking. When I was new to doll customization, I definitely didn't seal it enough. Sometimes the watercolor pencil would even rub off because I was just drawing on it over and over again without sealing it. Whoops! But practice really does make perfect. With each doll you create, you get better. Also remember, if you're using Mr. Super Clear or some other kind of spray, sealant, spray, paint, anything in a can, go outside, go in a well-ventilated area, wear a mask. I'll link below what I use. Protection is important. So I'm gonna go off script here because I don't like when there's so much silence during this part of my videos. I hope you guys have all been doing well. I'm sorry it's been a few weeks since my last upload. I'm hoping to go back to doing every other week Friday uploads, but we'll see. We'll see. What have you all been watching lately? I just finished watching Amphibia and I really want to make a Marcy doll and an Anne doll and a Sasha doll. Wow, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get to all of those. Okay, back to the actual video. Here I am putting on gloss varnish to make the eyes and lips shiny. Now for the hair. I cut off strands of black yarn and unraveled them so that it is just one individual strand. To make the hair whiffs, I put down a piece of plastic wrap and coated the yarn with tacky glue at the top. I used a plastic palette knife to really press the glue down. I brushed out the tops of the yarn so that the glue can coat it easier. Once the glue dried, I peeled the hair wefts off the plastic and cut the excess glue at the top off. I used tacky glue once again to glue the hair wefts onto Stevonnie's head. Now that the hair is on, it's time for cutting and styling. I pulled it into a ponytail and then chopped off a good amount. For the bangs, I just fluffed it up and used a tiny bit of fabric glue to keep it in place. Clothes time! Let's do Steven's jacket. I'm using the hoodie and letter jacket pattern from DG Requiem on Etsy. I made it slightly larger than standard size so that it can fit Stevonnie's modified body. I cut out all the pieces from pink and white fabric and then placed the two front jacket pieces right sides together on top of the back piece. I sewed along at the shoulder and then sewed on the sleeve pieces. The sleeves were super long, so I shortened it and then sewed on the white cuffs. Next, I folded the jacket together and sewed along the sleeves and down the sides. I tried the jacket on the body and figured out where to alter it. I sewed on the white collar to the neckline and glued down the openings of the jacket. Then I shortened the length of it to a crop jacket and sewed on the bottom trim. Finally, I glued pink stripes to the collar and bottom trim. Now for Stevonnie's shirt. I'm using the curvy basic shirt pattern from DG Requiem. First I glued on the blue trim around the neckline, then hemmed the sleeves and sewed the sides of the shirt together. I put it on the doll to figure out where to cut it so that Steven's gem shows, then hemmed the bottom of the shirt and added Velcro to the back. I did have to alter the shirt a bit when I decided to change to an Ever After High body, but it was pretty easy. I just had to cut some of the back and make it tighter and hem the bottom again. For the shorts, I'm using the basic pant pattern from DG Requiem, but I enlarged the pattern size so that it can fit. First I placed the pieces right sides together and sewed along this side here. Then I placed those two pieces together and sewed along this curve. I hemmed the top of the trim and then sewed it down to the shorts waist. Next, I placed the cuff pieces right sides out so we can get this difference of jean color. I hemmed the bottom of the cuffs, then folded the shorts together and sewed along this curve, leaving an opening at the top for the closure. Finally, I sewed up the inner pant leg along the crotch and down the other pant leg, then turned it right sides out and added Velcro to the back to close it. Now for the last of Stevonnie's clothes, their socks. I enlarged the sock pattern to fit the new body, then cut it out of white knit fabric. I hemmed the top of the socks and then glued down the purple and pink stripes. I made these by coloring an elastic with Prismacolor marker. Once it was glued down, I folded the socks together and sewed. Stevonnie's roller skates. I'm using these shoes I got from a BTS stall. I taped up the shoes to protect it from paint except for the bottom stripe, which I painted hot pink. Once it dried, I peeled off the tape and sealed the shoe with gloss varnish. For the wheels of the roller skates, I hot glued beads to the bottom of the shoes. Finally, I glued on Steven's gem to their belly button. I got this embellishment from Michael's Crafts, I think in the scrapbooking aisle, and yeah, that's it! Stevonnie's done! Here is the before and after of Stevonnie. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!